Justin, I've brought you here for a very specific purpose today. You are, as we all know, one of the preeminent night trap scholars.
Yes.
On the planet Earth.
I have a digital pictures hat. I have an award.
We know about your
for night trap.
We know all about your bona fides.
Okay.
I brought you here to tell you about Star Fox Guard because it's a game that kind of reminds me of the video game Night Trap from the Sega CD era. Because you have multiple cameras that you can look around to keep, well, it's not vampires trying to like murder teens, but it is robots trying to blow up your mining base.
What is this? I mean, what is this?
So Star Fox Guard, this was actually, it started out as a very early Wii U tech demo. Obviously, you can't see the screen of my gamepad right now, but on the screen of my gamepad, I have activated a main camera view, and I can use that to aim and fire whatever the active camera is. You see, I got 12 cameras, and they're all over this facility that has kind of this winding maze-like setup, kind of tower defense style, and I have to kill these robots before they reach to the center of the base and blow it up. Okay. And by doing that, I kind of got to watch the TV screen to keep an eye on all 12 of the cameras to look for things in those camera views, and then I can activate those cameras with the gamepad and then blast stuff. And then a little dog bot, or frog bot, I should say, comes out and collects scrap metal for me.
Is this downloadable? Is it?
So that early Wii U tech demo became Star Fox Guard, and it will be sold on the eShop for $14.99. But if you buy Star Fox Zero, which comes out this Friday, if you buy it at retail, then it just comes with Star Fox Guard. So if you buy Star Fox Zero, it comes with this. It's kind of pretty straightforward, but there's some really cool stuff going on in the game. For one thing, you can pick up and move all of your cameras and like position their viewing angle before every match starts. On the gamepad, you have a little. See, you just saw me like in a panic move that camera over to get a better angle on some of these bots. So there are some special missions too with special rule sets, but the basic rules are there are attack bots. These are these blue bots that are standing up. If they hit the middle, they'll kill my shit. The other robots are just sort of sabotage bots. So they'll do things like hack my cameras so I can't use them, or blow up my cameras, or they will run to the middle of the area and set off a huge bomb that kills all of the cameras near the center of the area. And if that happens, like I'm pretty much dead because I can't like kill robots that get close to the center of my level. There's smoke bomb bots that just like hide the other robots. But after killing enough of the like attack bots that if they reach the middle, you lose the game instantly. After you take out enough of those, then you have beaten the level.
Now I noticed on like several of the cameras you've gone like with a planet view that doesn't seem to be particularly useful.
Right. So this is actually a special level where the enemies, instead of just sort of spawning on the ground outside of the gates, now they're spawning up in the sky. So now you got to kind of patrol the sky for them and try and pick them off as they fall, but be careful not to hit the parachute or else you just dropped a robot like right into the center of your facility.
Now, did the turrets have any sort of like automatic firing, or like
Nope.
Does it have to be you?
It's all you. You can get so there's a leveling system in the game. You earn scrap metal for if you take out every single robot, including, you don't have to take out all the sabotage bots, but if you do, you get bonus scrap metal. And you use that to level up, and when you level up, you can get special cameras. So there's a lock-on bot that you can use to take out multiple enemies at once. It also fires its shots from the sky instead of straight forward. So if there's a robot with a shield, you can take it out with that lock-on bot pretty easily. There's a bunch of different special cameras that you can get in the game that help you out. But so far, I haven't unlocked anything automated. It is all up to you to kind of pay attention to things. Again, you can't see the gamepad screen, where I do have a little sort of map showing me where all my cameras are, what my cameras are looking at. And then once enemies get into the base, I can see the enemies on my map. So that's kind of a helpful tool that I imagine just looking at this, it seems like pretty intimidating, but you have a few things at your disposal like helping you out in this.
Griffin, I have a question for you, and it's kind of a thinker.
Okay.
In my mind. Do you think when Miyamoto-san was playing in the caves behind his home, pretending to be a fox in space,
yeah,
this is what he intended as part of his grand vision for the franchise?
I imagine this more came from, he was in that cave, but he was in that cave and there was like some representative from Nintendo R&D there. It was like, we got to do something with this gamepad. Please, we got to do something with this gamepad.
I'm sure there's a solution to this shield guy, but it looks like they just like completely outsmarted you. Like, guys, Listen, no, let's just bring a shield.
Those shield guys
It's fine.
those guys are a real pain in the ass. But they're worth 3 points each. So what's really neat about this game, and I'm going to get to it here in a second, is there's also a user-generated level tool. So you can make your own levels, and then people will come to, or rather, you will send robots to people's levels and attack them, and they have to hold you off. And there's a whole like ranking system for these battles. So you can design sort of courses using the different robots that you fight in the main game, and then upload them for people to play against. So like you learn playing the single player mode, like what robots are the worst, and the answer is these shield bots every time. And then you learn how to like time them out and place them exactly where they need to go so that you can kind of flummox your opponents. So I just beat the hell out of this guy's level. Nice try. But my skills were too good, and so I'm gonna eat his ranking points.
Great.
And you can get all kinds of stuff for that. You can get like emblems that sort of represent yourself online. This is me putting a level together, and obviously a lot of the hard work's being done on the gamepad, which you can't see. But you can see I'm using a lot of those shield boys that I'm putting all kind of in the same corridor, kind of just trying to overpower my opponent. And this is me testing that level out, and it ends up being kind of impossible.
You have to be your own level, I'm assuming.
Yeah. It's so, like I said, like you can probably tell, it is a very pretty straightforward game. It is a game about like not letting robots into your spot by shooting them with blasters. But as like if you're gonna get Star Fox Zero as like a free thing, I think it's actually really, really cool. I've played it for a few hours now and have enjoyed it. I don't know if like the online multiplayer mode has enough hooks to really like keep me playing. But it's
well, it's so dependent on the community and how creative they are. And
yeah, sure. But it's much deeper than I thought it was going to be. See, that radar thing took out one of my cameras, and this whole level was just a mess.
Yeah.
I hoisted myself on my own petard.
Yeah, well, you gave it your best shot. Gotta make an omelet with eggs, you know?
Look at that Johnny Five. Old Johnny Five guy getting all up in my zone.
Yeah, he knew where your bread was buttered. Huh?
So yeah, this is Star Fox Guard. If you're gonna get Star Fox Zero, you're going to own this, and this is what it is. If you're not planning on picking up Star Fox Guard, you can pick it up on the Nintendo eShop when both games launch this Friday, and it's gonna cost you $14.99.
Hey Griffin, check this out.
Is that that's Star Fox?
Yeah, that's how they sound. When does that guy come? How do you do a barrel roll?